Why, hello there everyone, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Minasan, konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? And today I'm going to show you the tarantula I finally needed and I finally got. Like really. This is my Theraphosa apophysis male. Yes, a male pinkfoot Goliath bird eater. And watch this feeding, everybody. This feeding is very impressive. And just like that fast, yes. Now let's watch this in slow motion. Now this male just freshly molted about a week and a half ago, so this is his first feeding after his post-molt, and he's ready to go. And I have to say, this is the male I've been looking for, everybody. So for those who don't know, and for those who are new to this channel, I have been stuck with a lot of female Theraphosas. So after about 4 female Theraphosa apophysis, this is the first male I've ever had of this species, and I need him for a breeding project because I have a lot of females, but I actually sold 2 of my Theraphosa apophysis females away, and also I traded them as well to an extent for 1 Theraphosa apophysis that was unsexed, which is this male, and a Theraphosa blondi sling. And funny enough, guys, the Theraphosa blondi sling is actually a female. It freshly molted, and I'll show it later in this video. And it's actually I'm stuck with the ladies still when it comes to the Goliath bird eaters for the Theraphosa blondies. It's honestly kind of like a curse, I guess. Well, I'll take it at this point. And I did sold 1 of my Theraphosa blondies, so in a way I exchanged a female for a smaller female. God dang it. One day guys, we'll get that male Theraphosa blondie that we need. And it looks like one of the roaches got away, but don't worry guys, he's gonna get pretty much chewed up by this Theraphosa apophysis male, because this male is hungry. And there he goes, just like that, he's gone. So currently, as of now, when it comes to my Theraphosas, I have 3 Theraphosa blondies that are female, 2 Theraphosa apophysis that are females, which I have this 1 male here, and then I have 1 mature male Theraphosa sturmy. Sadly, I don't have any females for the Theraphosa sturmies, but I'm looking around for one, and this right here now that I'm showing you is the freshly molted Theraphosa blondie that I just sexed with the molt, and it's a female, guys, so, oh god. I need that male so bad, but I'll take this female, and I guess I'm just gonna raise this female up as another future breeder because I'm stuck with all these ladies. Just give me a break for once. Now, for those who don't know, as a tarantula breeder, we desire males, but males can be so hard to come by, especially for certain species, and Theraphosas are one of those. And man, somebody offered to sell me a male for like $300 US. That is way too expensive. But anyways though guys, let us continue. So this one right here is the Pamphobeteus species nigricolor Ecuador, which was sold to me as Pamphobeteus nigricolor. Now I actually did an unboxing video of this tarantula and the male that came with it that I bought as a pair. So if you want to go check out that unboxing video, I'll leave it in the top right if you want to go check it out. It's pretty nice, honestly. So allow me to explain about the labeling, why I labeled it as Pamphobeteus species nigricolor Ecuador and not as Pamphobeteus nigricolor. So for my research, the true Pamphobeteus nigricolor doesn't actually come from Ecuador. And that is the one thing that kind of gives it away. So essentially what happens is that when people collect wild-caught specimens, they actually sometimes cannot actually identify them properly. So they give them labelings based off their localities, or basically they label it as CF, which stands for confer. Now I don't want to get to the nitty-gritty of the science and the labeling and whatnot because it will cause too much confusion, but I'm fairly confident that this is the Pamphobeteus species nigricolor Ecuador. I believe that's the proper labeling, because I tried to trace back where these came from, where they were imported and exported, and I trust the person I bought it from using them as a start of the basis for tracing back this origins and whatnot. It's very complicated, but you don't want to misidentify tarantulas, because that is a huge no-no if you're trying to breed and sell tarantulas. So be cautious and also be wary of, the traces of their origin and where they come from, so that way you guys don't really get mix-matched or get misidentified tarantulas. But anyhow though, let us jump back into it. Now I did state it I bought this as a pair, and I still do have the male, and I have to say the male still has some molts before he's mature. I say he has about 2, maybe 3 more molts until he's actually a mature male. Now he did molted once so far in my care, and I measured the molt and it's about 5 inches in diagonal lexspan, so he's getting there, but I don't think he's mature yet because he's puny compared to the female still. He's like very tiny and scrawny. I'll show you him in a little bit, but he's actually still have a lot of growing to do before I can actually breed him. But I am waiting patiently because this female is of breedable size, I believe, and this male still has some time to grow. Now from what I've been told, males can pretty much mature out in a leg span of about 6 inches, 6.5 inches, and the molt was about 5 inches in length. So I'd say this male has about 2 more molts and then he's a mature male. Now it's kind of funny because when I say he's scrawny, his legs are thin compared to the females. Not to mention he's smaller bodied as well, which is pretty typical when it comes to males and females in comparison. But usually that's for the mature males. But this guy's not mature yet. Is he a penultimate? Who knows? Like, I'm not even too certain myself. Because, like, this is the first time I'm working with the Pamphobeteus genus as a whole. So, this is kind of like a learning experience. So at this point, it's anyone's game at this point as to if he's going to mature out his next molt or not. I don't think so, but let us wait and see. So, let us jump onto this. So this is actually my Poecilotheria metallica, also known as the Gooty Sapphire Ornamental. And this is my female, and she freshly molted. Now I did take the molt out and I measured it. It's about 3.75 inches in leg span. Now in terms of the size of this tarantula, I don't really know exactly her exact size. Now she did pretty much stretch it out a little bit, and I did measure it, and it came out a little bit over 4 inches, approaching 4.25 to maybe 4.5 inches in leg span. I don't really know because her legs wasn't stretched out completely. Now I did record it trying to measure her leg span, so just stick around for that and I'll show you about me trying to measure her leg span on estimates. Now this is an estimate measurement, it's not accurate 100%, but it is about 4.25 to 4.5 inches of leg span. Now exactly, I don't know if that's a breedable size or not, so judging from the recent molts and looking at the spermatheca, the spermatheca is not sclerotorized yet, so I'd say it has about 1 more molt until it's fully sclerotorized. But until then, we just kind of have to wait, I guess. And then I'll probably try to breed her as well. Now look, I'm trying to get the camera to focus, but it wants to focus on the female instead. I guess my camera do like looking at girls now. But yeah, I got it to focus, and it's about 11 centimeters in leg span, which is pretty nice honestly. Almost a breedable size. But anyhow though, in terms of the updates for the other tarantula breedings that I've done earlier this year, so when it comes to the Carabana versicolors, it looks like 2 of them is about to molt out, so that pretty much means no egg sac. And then the green bottle blues, when it comes to the eggs I saved in the previous video, I think only 1 or 2 will make it. It's not the end of the world, so I'm still going to remain positive through and through, so let us wait and see for that. Okay, so now let me explain about this real quick. So these are my Stromatopelma calceatums, and I'm stuck with these guys. I've been trying to wholesale all of these, but nobody wants to buy them. And at this point, they're approaching the large juvenile sizes. So they're currently about 2 inches all the way up to 4 inches of leg span between these specimens. And I need help trying to get rid of these guys, but nobody wants to buy them. These are captive bred, and at this point, they're all going to mature out. I'm going to have mature females and mature males. So I need to find somebody who is willing to take these guys through wholesale. So I raised these guys from when they were eggs. I literally bred them, produced them. I even have the videos here on this channel, so you can go check them out if you haven't seen those yet. But without further ado everyone, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I upload every single Friday here on this channel. And also, support me on Patreon, follow me on my IG and my Twitter. And with that, stay lax, and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.